But definitely more than a handful of players out there who like specific sounds that they can hear. I know
they didn't put names on.
Well, it's okay. We know in our hearts, like we said,
it's going to be the same.
The Outback Asuri is noeL.
We've already seen these players play these costumes, so it's going to be Isidroo coming in with that Bryn pick. She has the axe in her hand right now. Has that the orange hair, using those Halloween colors because spooky season is right around the corner. Meanwhile, on the other side, noeL coming out here with, like you said, the Outback Asuri. Has that orangish fur, the hat on, those claws, and now the gun sword in her hand at this moment. noeL is getting the better of Isidroo.
He is getting that damage built up. Might be a little bit upset that he's down here in the lower bracket. Maybe wants to run through this lower bracket and earn his spot in the grand finals that he very much believes he deserves. But he's got to beat down Isidroo right now. Getting this damage onto Isidroo. Weapon toss sails just over the head.
But he's going to get the dodge in time,
can't get
but
the touch.
He isn't going to get the touch. Now keep in mind, hitting your opponent into the wall is not the same as them touching the wall by their own volition, so they're not going to get the dodges back, even if they just happen to bounce off the wall based on a hit.
You do, however, get a jump for, or recovery for
every time you
getting
get
hit. But obviously, sometimes those hits will hit farther than the jump will give you. Now we're seeing Isidroo on the axe in hand, and he's not getting those follow-ups. noeL is very accustomed to fighting against Isidroo and finding those follow-ups, avoiding those follow-ups, mixing up his dodges out of that nair.
Now, even though noeL is starting to take some hits here against Isidroo's axe, he had such a lead that he was building up. So those 3-hit strings were only evening up the damage. Meanwhile, noeL is still ahead by a full stock. That signature there could lead to the kill, sending very, very far. He's able to get back. He didn't quite send him all the way to Astro World, but there is the down signature. Nice punish, but an immediate dare again. noeL almost finding it, but there was the dodge through from Isidroo. Now, if noeL, talking about recovery options earlier, if noeL was able to find the hit there, he is granted a chase dodge, which has longer active frames, and it covers a larger distance than a regular dodge.
And it's faster.
And it's faster. So when you see an opponent on the edge, if it seems like they're fishing for attacks, oftentimes that means they're out of so many of their recovery options, and they're looking for a hit to give them that chase dodge on hit reward to get back to the stage.
You'll see that in 2s as well. You can hit your teammate for that chase dodge. But we do see noeL. He got it once, got back up, but then that second time was not able to get that hit that he needs. But it looks like he's getting plenty of hits on top of Isidroo with the unarmed play. Didn't even look at that left weapon spot. Instead, just trying to build up this unarmed damage onto Isidroo and go to game 2. Got the sword in hand now. Isidroo going to be looking for those axe follow-ups that he wants. Is the down air, can't quite get the down light. You need to get the back end of that down air. It's got slightly less force and puts him into that position for that down light follow-up.
He's finding these D-lights though, starting to find some damage, gets a nice down air there, doesn't pick up the neutral sig, but a neutral sig this time coming out from noeL. It is going to hit, and it looks like noeL has real potential to take this game in the next few seconds. There's a big recovery sending noeL very far. You see him utilizing his jumps. He doesn't just immediately dump them out. He kind of waits until he's hit his peak. Then he goes down almost into the valley, jumps again, hits the peak, goes down in the valley, jumps again because he's trying to get as much distance as he can. Picks up a GCD light into the recovery very high in the air.
And that is one of those things that you see from the top level of players where they go for... So in order to do a gravity cancel, you have to spot dodge in the air. That utilizes your dodge.
That is the tax that you pay.
It also gives you iframes, and noeL very intelligently used the iframes, and then he has 10 frames inside of that where he can throw out an attack, which gives you that gravity cancel, that grounded attack in the air. So he spot dodges through the attack from Isidroo, and then still gets the gravity cancel on the tail end to lead to the kill option. Very intelligent, very skilled play from noeL.
Now they are coming into Mammoth, one of the, if not the most standard map in the game. Very comfort pick for a lot of players. We've seen a handful of different maps today. We've seen Shipwreck a few times, but that is going to have that tiny wall, so it's not going to be as normal as a map like this. But it looks like we were talking about noeL's edge guard game earlier and how he doesn't tend to focus on it, but that is some edge guard game right there, finding dare after dare after dare, just ripping Isidroo apart on the edge.
He didn't even go for those big committal dare ground pounds, which are fantastic for punishing a bad dodge from the opponent, a panic dodge. Instead, he just hit the one dare, went back to the wall, waited, and was like, you're burning a lot of utility. Coming back up, another dare will finally finish it off. But noeL looking so strong, full stock lead over Isidroo.
Insanely clean play coming out from noeL. That is something that we've seen from him for years. It's the nice falling side air into the side light. It looks like he's really starting to run away with this game. Immediately contests that signature
punishes
with the neutral air, but you're seeing Isidroo come back. His signature intricate. He's able to find kills extremely early. He's going to have to find something very quick, though. Gets the side air. Side six not going to hit. Again, these signatures coming out, and Isidroo's really not finding connections. noeL's going to find a signature of his own. Is he going to get the kill here?
Got the touch.
I was wondering if he was looking for the nair. Again, not huge risk commitments coming out, but he's playing very, very safe on the edge. It led to that really early kill, and it could lead to even bigger lead coming out from him.
But Isidroo, he is swinging for the fences with these neutral signatures. He really wants to finish this stock off of noeL. This is something that we're used to seeing from Isidroo, but noeL with the down stick, he's been getting more and more effective with that sword down signature as this tournament has progressed, as he is getting them with the active frames. A lot of active frames on that signature.
There's the side light into the neutral light. Looked like he was going for a follow-up, but got immediately shut down. Big opening here, and that's going to be the stock
for noeL.
Neutral signature that Asuri has is such a potent edge guarding tool on the edge. It has a ton of force on it, and when you hit it on the edge, it's different than when you hit it like on the main stage, because on the main stage, you end up bouncing your opponent off the ground, which cuts their momentum down significantly. So they slow down, they don't go quite as far, they won't go to that blast zone as early as if you hit it off stage. And you saw it right there. I don't know how much damage Isidroo had on him, but he wasn't even close to kill percent. Big play there coming out from noeL.
Isidroo now on tournament point here. He is one game away from finishing up his tournament block, and he might switch up the characters. He is thinking about this one long and hard. And you guys at home will not be able to see it, but we, the casters, can see that he is locking in the Hattori.
Yes, this is going to be the switch here. We've seen him play a little bit of Hattori this tournament. He is going into the defense stance. That's going to change his defense from 4 over to 5. A much more palatable defense. Like, you just feel a little bit more safe. You kind of have that safety blanket of a little bit more survivability there. And we are going to shipwreck yet again. So again, it's going to have those very, very small sidewalls, but also a really large play space up above, to the side, on the edge. Even if you aren't having those really long extended engagements specifically centered around the wall, those kill boxes are so far away.
Interesting that Isidroo left this map on the board, considering how much of the last game went to noeL's edge guards. It was the dares for the first stock, and then the gravity cancel neutral signature for the final stock of game 2. Isidroo, he's going to have a hard time getting to these sidewalls again against noeL here on Shipwreck, because there's just
there's the punish.
Few wall spaces, but can't get the finisher.
And I love that he went for the double D-light there. noeL burned his dodge using that gravity cancel. So Isidroo was able to hit the double D-light into that damaging move, getting the kill as well. 45 seconds into this game, and this switch is beautiful right now for Isidroo. He isn't even in kill percent yet.
Yeah, that signature, the neutral signature, has kind of a teleportation to it. Teleports you a little bit forward. Your hitbox is still capable of being hit as you're in that kind of shadow realm, but it teleports up and gets that finishing blow. noeL with the dare. Isidroo was so close. Again, he could have smelled the wall. Could have just sniffed it. Not strawberry. Might be lemon scented. Palm oil?
Actually, now that I look at it more, it just looks like a grubby plank. So whatever, like mold or mildew or seaweed or
it could have that kind of briny scent to it.
I don't even know what brine smells like or what it is.
Seawater, that's kind of like,
all right.
You know.
And not ocean water from Sonic, because that smells very good and tastes delicious. I don't think it's going to be even close to that flavor. No. But Isidroo is going to be looking for a nice little sweet treat with these Halloween colors, as he's going even with noeL. Has him on the edge here, is maintaining stage control, gets a nice little neutral light right over the edge, just doing that poke, poke, poke for a little bit of damage. Maintains this weapon advantage, picking up this sword, tries to go for the side signature, still maintaining weapon advantage.
Goes out the down signature, very similar to that Bryn down signature, as it's got that gigantic circular hitbox that completely covers the character. But Isidroo, he had the stage control, and he was doing a really good job of using it to his advantage, just building up that damage onto noeL. But now that noeL has the stage control, you can see more neutral, but Isidroo with the double down light. noeL saves his dodge to avoid the kill option, that side air to finish it off.
noeL is in kill percent at this moment. Maybe not quite on this map. It depends what Isidroo goes for. If he gets the soda, probably go for a D-light recovery, which might not lead to the kill. He might need one more of those before he's able to pick up the stock. But noeL might be damaged just enough. Tries to go for the side signature, but noeL is able to contest it and find priority there. noeL now with the weapon advantage. He's keeping Isidroo off the weapon for just a few moments. Isidroo still not able to get to it. He's trying not to tunnel vision on top of that weapon, but he was very close to it. Nice neutral light. That's going to send Isidroo off screen. Nice dare. That's that's going to finish off the stock.
Didn't have to sweet spot that one. Instead, any angle was enough because Isidroo was burning so much utility getting back there. Isidroo had enough damage onto noeL, and because he died first into these final stocks, it means that he does get the weapon control over to noeL. He has to keep noeL from getting that weapon pickup, but noeL picks up the sword. Isidroo is on his tournament stock.
You're seeing those nairs and dares coming out from Isidroo. Nice punish there coming out from noeL. Neutral light into the side light. noeL maintaining that really grounded approach until he decides to go 1 or 2 jump heights up, then tries to fast fall down with that falling down air. He looks like he's looking for it again, but Isidroo's going to try and contest it with those neutral airs.
The neutral airs coming out from Isidroo.
Oh!
noeL burned a little bit. Got the wall touch, though. Isidroo was not able to capitalize. noeL with fantastic movement around the punishment opportunity from Isidroo. The neutral sig connects on top of Isidroo. Isidroo has been disarmed, and noeL has the stage, but Isidroo gets down, gets the kicks with the neutral
here's
air.
the punish! He goes for the D-Light Dare. He was probably looking
he needed
for
more
the
damage.
recovery. Yeah, he wanted to get the most damage possible before going for that recovery. He tried to pick up the recovery off of the bounce from the Dare. Last stock red right now. A win for noeL here would be a 3-0. Yet another 3-0 in this set after coming off of a tough loss in the winner's side of the bracket. It's going to be a side air. noeL taking it 3-0 over Flashpoint's Isidroo. It looks like Space Station Gaming is the one going to Astro World right now.